What's good, everyone? Welcome to another edition. Excuse me. Welcome to another edition of Live Wire Sports Media. I'm your host. This is your midday Wednesday edition. So, with everything being said, going down with the University of Iowa this year, Iowa Hawkeyes is reaching a pinnacle where they are going to be one of the favorites to win the Big Ten title, and that is their mission this year to win the Big Ten title. With senior forward Hannah Stokely leading the way. This is going to be a pivotal time for Hannah this year. This is going to be a time that she is going to take that leap. Now, before I even get into any logistics or details with Hannah Stokely right now, her media coverage, article read, and stuff like that, I'm predicting that the Indiana Fever will draft Hannah Stokely at number 10 in the WNBA draft this year. Well, in 2026, whatever the case. I know they have her them picking someone else, but I think Hannah Stokely is going to make herself a first, she won't be an early first round pick, but she'll be a middle to a late first round pick. And if the Indiana Fever could get her, and I do believe Caitlin Clark is going to want Hannah Stokely. She wants her in that front court with her. If she could get Hannah Stokely in that front court with her and Aaliyah Boston, you're going to see a really different Indiana Fever. But nevertheless, before we even get to that part, let's talk about Hannah Stokely real quick. Hannah Stokely, she could play the guard, she could play forward, sometimes center, but she definitely is working on her game a little bit. And this is some stats right now from last year. She was averaging 12 points a game, almost 13. She was almost averaging 8 rebounds a game. She's under 2.5 assists a game. Her field goal percentage is almost at 50%. That is great. She's really good in the pick and roll, as you can see. I'm gonna show y'all some highlights. Her free throw percentage has to come up. That's the main thing about that. Her free throw percentage has to come up a little bit. She's right under 70%. Now, her career and recent highlights. She made a Final Four appearance. Stokely played a key role in Iowa's run to the NCAA Final Four in 2004, Caitlin Clark's last year with Iowa. Big Ten honors. She had earned second team Big Ten honors in 24-25. She was named Big Ten Sixth Player of the Year as a freshman in 22-23. She won America Cup gold this past season with FIBA World's America Cup. Stokely averaged almost 6 points, almost 5 rebounds, as part as gold medal winning Team USA squad. So she's a gold medal winner to her resume now. Improved shooting. Stokely has repeatedly been working on adding a more consistent three-point shot to her game during the 2025 season. So, looks like we're going to see a little bit more all-around game from Hannah Stokely, which is going to be good because if she could develop that three-point shot and like she said, she wants to work on her mid-range shot a little bit, that's going to be really great too. So let's check out a little bit of highlights of Hannah Stokely at Media Day.
Nice, I'll get some in the game, get some reps up, so it'll be good.
How much do you think that you being able to play that power forward spot and have it even play at the center, because it feels like she's ready to be the starting center. How important do you think it is for the team to be able to have you and Ava out there?
Yeah, I think it's so important. I think we're going to push a lot of teams to their limits. There's not a lot of people who can keep up with both of us at the same time, so that'll be a lot of fun.
Are you guys going to have to share transition passes if you guys both race down there? Are you guys just going to hand it back and forth? Or?
Yes, we're going to have to split time.
Are you going to coin flip who gets to run down on one possession or the other?
We're going to keep a coin right in my pocket.
Perfect. Thanks, Hannah.
Hannah, good to see you. Corey Rada from the Hawkeye of the Storm. So it's good to meet you. Good to see you again, I should say. So last year, I know heading into the season, you were dealing with some injuries, you and Sid both. And, it sounds like maybe that hurt your ability to develop certain aspects of your offensive game. But now, heading into your final year, you probably feel a little bit more pressure, which pressure is opportunity. I know I keep hearing that, right? Have you been healthy throughout the entire offseason?
Yes. Thank
Good deal.
Lord. I've been blessed with a healthy off season.
Knock on wood, right?
I know.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, it's been great. I've been able to get into the gym as much as possible and get my shot underway. Last year I didn't get to shoot at all, so
Okay.
it's been a drastic change since then.
I will say this, one of the more intriguing and fascinating I guess plot lines is seeing your development as a free throw shooter from year 1 to year 2 to year 3. I think you increased like almost 10% or better from year 1 to year 2. Very similar trend. So are you going to be a 95% free throw shooter this year?
95% free throws this year.
You got the form of shooting dunk?
Yes.
So
Maybe 90.
what 78. Okay, so what can we expect? What can fans expect to see from your jump shot, non-free throw jump shots? Are you going to be somebody who is an active threat from 3? Have you been focusing more on your mid-range? What has been your focus in the offseason?
Yeah, I've been working on both. Just more of like a catch and shoot mid-range, like on slides and not that you know what that is, but and threes.
What's a slide?
Like the short corner, elbow area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And your post moves. How have your post moves developed? Has that been a focus, or since you're going to probably play more of the 4, I would anticipate this year, have you been less focused on developing? And then also, how does like what your goals might be as far as WNBA? How has that affected your focus on what to develop?
Yeah, I think I've been working on post moves as well, just a little bit different and more of a finesse way than a power. But I think I'll still get mismatches on the inside, so if I cut to post up, I'll still get post ups. But I think going into this next year, being able to shoot the 3 is one of the most important things, just because of my size. I won't be posting up like Adrian Wilson, like that'd be crazy. So, yeah, I think my outside shot has been really important.
All right, so you got to listen to Hannah Stuelke talk about what she's trying to do with her game going into this season here and beyond. And to me, if Hannah Stuelke could develop her 3-point shot, that's going to make her a really good target for the WNBA, especially needing a stretch forward in her position. She could do everything, and you can hear her talk about how she wants to develop her mid-range more, how she needs to wants to shoot more threes, and that's going to be easy. And if her and Ava could play like that for Iowa, imagine what her and Aaliyah Boston could do for the Indiana Fever if she gets drafted by the Fever. I really hope the Fever draft her and not let her get away, because I think Portland or Toronto, they picked before her, and they could easily snatch Hannah up, especially if Hannah takes off in her senior year. She's going to be a high top 10 pick, a high top 10 pick. I want her with the Indiana Fever. I definitely want her to be able to pair with Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston in that front court. You need somebody like a Hannah Stuelke that knows Caitlin's game, that can run the floor. If you could get somebody like her in there to run the floor with Caitlin, it's going to be good. Iowa looks to be able to take off this year. They really look like they want to take off this year. So let's dive into a little highlights of Hannah Stuelke real quick. Just a couple of highlights.
Work their offensive sets.
Now, this is last year against Wisconsin in the Big Ten tournament, I do believe. Yeah, in the Big Ten tournament, Big Ten, when Iowa had won. Hannah Stuelke had a monster game.
Shot clock for the Hawks. A falter, dumping it inside, high low to perfection.
If they can get going, that opens things up inside.
Tess has been a little chilly lately from beyond the...
See, those slip moves that she does right there under the basket, that's what you expect from Aaliyah Boston to do with the Indiana Fever.
But how about the answer inside? Leading by just a smidge. Dumping it inside. McRae couldn't catch up. Pass just a little weak, and Stuelke was there. McRae tough inside. Stuelke one and done. She wants to find her buddy in McCabe, and here comes Iowa.
Did you see where Hannah Stuelke got the rebound and she shot it out to the guard? just like that. She shot it right out to the guard. She didn't try to dribble up the court. She got it to her guard, and then she ran up the court. Another rebound.
Yep. Turnovers continuing to plague Wisconsin.
And that energy started off with Kylie. She's one of the best defenders on this team.
Who had
Neither
that
team
steal.
scoring yet in this second stanza. There's the kick. Again, going deep into the shot clock is Iowa. Here's Guyton with 5 on the shot clock. Crowd lets her know you got to put something up. Inside look. Oh, baby, Stuelke bailing out.
Early in that shot clock, Hannah Stuelke had that seal. She had that seal down low. If that was Caitlin Clark would have got that ball to her instantly.
The Hawkeyes. Douglas got her team's first 3-point play for the veteran Stuelke.
Let's do a little flashback. Caitlin Clark.
Throw line
Hannah.
extended. Backing down her defender. A nice hook shot layup. Won't go. Stuelke, though, gets another board. That's already her 4th of the game. She gets fouled and will go to the line for 2. Clark gets it to Stuelke. Stuelke. Crossover work there. Hop step. Pushing.
Nice.
Dribble handoff there to Stuelke. Stuelke, the right drive. Spins to her left and gets the bucket. You're listening to Michael Merrick alongside Vivian Samaski here in Carver Hawkeye Arena. Stuelke wastes no time.
Now you got to see different versions of Hannah Stuelke from last year and when she was playing with Caitlin Clark. To me, right then and there, that's going to bode well. And if, like I said, she's going to take that next position. And now you got Chit Chat and Addie Deal that's going to be probably running some point in 2-guard action and get the ball to Hannah Stuelke. This Iowa team this year is going to look more faster. Could be a little similar to what we saw from Iowa back in Caitlin days. But to me, I think Hannah Stuelke has the right recipe for success. I think she's going to be phenomenal. I think she's going to definitely be able to, I guess you could say, for the lack of better words, be able to bring her stock value up. Now, for the 2020, like I say, her stats is, it's not too well, but it's going to get better. And she's been a bit more of a vocal leader. She's been speaking out more and everything. She wants, like Jen Jessica said, she wants to just be a versatile threat. And that's going to be really good, for her game to get to the next level in the WNBA. But as I think of it, it is lovely to have a really dominant force that can play with her back to the basket and stretch out to the short corners and elbows. Stuelke knows the tireless work that she has to put over the last several months, and during her final season, both positions are pretty neutral for me at this point. So Stuelke, who is just a 23% career 3-point shooter, but attempted more last year, 17, than her first 2 seasons combined, 14. She's shooting a lot in scrimmages, which is nice and it's fun, but also like a post-up that she can do a lot of fun stuff. Urgent sets in which the player typical begins to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Like I said before, man, expectation for this year, I think they going to be a challenge for the Big Ten title. And, having somebody like Chit Chat Wright is going to be a great facilitator at the point guard spot. How does Hannah respond? Can she step up and be that go-to in the clutch? It's going to be a comfortable option. Like I said, if you got Chit Chat starting and you got Addie Deal as the 2-guard with Hannah Stuelke and Ava over there, you ain't got nothing to worry about. I think this Iowa Hawkeye girls is going to be great. They're going to be a force to reckon with. It's going to be exciting basketball to see from Iowa. And I do believe Hannah Stuelke is going to have a career senior year. And I predict them to win the Big Ten title over UCLA. I predict them. That's going to be a tall task, but I think these ladies are up for the task to do it. And Hannah, I think she's really going to put her stock up for the WNBA draft in 2026. So stay tuned. This is my spotlight special on Hannah Stuelke, senior for Iowa Hawkeyes. Looking forward to seeing them start. They got their scrimmage next week, October 30th. So we'll be locked in on that. This is Live Watch Sports Media. You know what it is. It's your midday Wednesday edition. It's The Wire.
Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live Wire. It's all about sports and entertainment. You don't want to miss it. So official, like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire. Sports and entertainment. Let's go.